Hi and welcome to a rather chilly Glasgow Airport where we are ticking something off our bucket list. We are flying to the tiny little island of Barra. Nestled in the Outer Hebrides of Scotland, Barra stands as one of the smallest islands in the archipelago's southern region. But what sets it apart is its ingenious airport setup. There isn't a runway, so to speak.
Okay.
The plane actually just lands on a beach.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So, it's like the only place in the world where commercial airlines land on the beach. I think there's a few others where you can just land without.
Yeah.
But there's the only place you can actually buy a ticket to.
Because it's a beach, there's no lights on the landing strip. So if the weather is a bit crappy, then you can't land, which is quite fun. Today though, it's blue sky.
Yeah, so I'm hoping it actually will land. Visibility is apparently very good,
Well, there you go.
according to the Met Office, so hopefully that's a good sign. Barra Airport operates a visual approach, which means that if there's an excessive amount of cloud cover, the plane cannot safely land and must return to Glasgow. We're checking out the success rate, shall we call it. We've got about an 85 to 90%-ish success rate.
Well, that's good. That's
So we've got a
hopeful.
pretty good chance. We plan to spend a few days exploring the island's breathtaking landscapes, so if we don't make it today, our entire trip could be in jeopardy. Fingers crossed.
Right, let's
Alright,
go.
Let's get going. One thing about this airline is they have a very strict 15 kilograms per person check-in allowance, well even baggage allowance, actually check-in and your hand baggage. And on this particular trip we've been away for a week, so packing 15 kilograms each when we've got to include camera gear as well. Been a bit of a challenge. I'm still worried though.
I'm worried. Everybody just looks like more.
We'll be fine, trust me. We haven't gained any weight. Well, not in our baggage anyway. Had too many fried breakfasts. Hey, chopping up for Barra?
How many bags?
2.
And do you have your boarding passes?
Yeah, I've got them here. Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. National bag tags.
Great. Well, turns out they didn't weigh our backpacks.
No.
So, okay, it's fine. Maybe it was 15 kilo check-in. See, it would be fine. Unnecessary breathing. Our flight today is on this 43-year-old de Havilland Twin Otter. This trusty aircraft has been flying with Loganair since 2017, after previously being part of Flybe's fleet. It's primarily responsible for connecting the small islands scattered throughout the Hebrides with the mainland, but it's just touched down here in Glasgow after a journey from Campbelltown on the Mull of Kintyre. This will also be by far the smallest plane either of us have flown on. Our plane's arrived. Time to get down to the gate. Fran's scared. She's going in a tiny plane.
Let's get with a tiny plane. It's gonna be fun.
It's saying here, change to gate 5. You off to Barra? Wow.
Have you been before?
No, first time.
You know you're going to land on the beach, yeah?
Yeah, that's why.
Didn't know that at all, no. So, as it turns out, there's a bridal party on our flight. Just had a little chat with them. They're actually flying out to Barra today, and then they're going to get married on the beach, and then get on the second flight home.
It's so cool. Also, none of their family or friends know about it, and they're going to have a party on Friday and show the video. It's awesome.
Oh, it's just fabulous. Did you see the shoes?
But we'll have to wait a little longer before we can board. So we've got a slight delay. We're just waiting on the tides. Don't know, they didn't properly explain it. They were just going to wait for the tides. So there you go. It's a different type of delay there. It's not like birds on the track or whatever, leaves on the runway, snow. No, the tide's in, so we can't go. We have to wait. Whilst we wait to board, let's take a look at today's route. From Glasgow, we'll be taking off and heading northwest for approximately 140 miles. We'll fly over Oban and the inner Hebridean island of Mull, and if all goes according to plan, we'll land in Barra after a scheduled flight time of about 50 minutes. After a delay of about half an hour, it's finally time for us to board.
Fantastic. That's you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Yeah, I mean, I can't even get as a good angle.
Welcome everyone! Hey! A special welcome to our future Mr. and Mrs. My name's Dan, we've got Anag who's the captain to get you to Barra today. It's a fine day, it is windy, so you may feel a few lumps and bumps coming out of Glasgow and even perhaps going into Barra. The tide's on its way out, you'll be pleased to hear.
Yeah.
Should get a bit of good views on the way out there as well. So before we go then, just a few important safety things just to talk through. So we've got 4 exits, so there's 2 exits at the back there, 2 windows at the front. You have got life jackets there underneath your seats. If we ask you to pop them on, just unravel them. If anyone feels unwell, any kind of issue down the back, please one of you just unstrap, come down forward, let me know and I'll come back and take care of everything.
James, do you want one of his last chance? Can jump?
Those guys, mate.
If we get halfway over, he can still bail out. I'll open the doors, he can go.
This is exciting. It's actually weirdly, it's a proper normal flight, but it just feels like a tourist flight. It's like an unusual atmosphere.
It's like a toy. It's like a toy plane.
I wasn't talking about the plane itself, I was talking about the atmosphere. We're flying backwards. J-turn, yeah. Nice handbrake turn, why not? So we're looking at that view down the runway.
Yeah.
What is it there? Here we go.
It's like a roller coaster.
Seats are a bit. Yeah, the seats are a bit tight. It's the smallest planes you've ever been on. Bumpy again. That sounds positive. I think we're actually going to land. saw that. I thought it was allowed on the beach when the runway's open. Oh well.
Maybe there's like a
An area. I mean, I did see lots of like cages where they presumably like you see all those lines of cages.
Yeah.
Lovely. You can start getting ready to come off. We've got a few things to sort out, and then we'll get you on your way. Okay. Thank you.
Have a good trip. Thanks.
Good luck. Enjoy it.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye. Oh, it's a bit rainy. Lovely stuff. Morning or afternoon, whatever it is. Yeah, definitely. We'll be back at the airport in just a moment, but this flight was the beginning of an epic 4 days we spent on Barra, exploring the amazing beaches and landscapes this tiny island has to offer.
Welcome to our little house on wheels.
We'll be covering this all in a separate video, and you'll find part 2 in the description below and on the end card of this video. Coming in, the water's lovely! For now though, let's fast forward to the next day when we headed back to the airport for a bit of plane spotting. Hopefully. I've had a look at the arrivals and stuff just to make sure the flight's happening, because obviously sometimes it doesn't land. And the flight this morning is currently on its way back to Glasgow because it didn't land. But the other flight is on its way in, scheduled to arrive in 24 minutes, and we'll see what happens with that one. I reckon the other one that's on its way back was due to land when that massive rainstorm hit. It was pretty horrific for about 10 minutes.
Plus, I don't have capacity to fly around and wait for it. Because if they can't land then they can't get back to Glasgow.
Yeah, I think it's about the amount of fuel in the tank or something.
Yeah.
They get one attempt, maybe, this is my guess. But if they can't do it on that first attempt, then they just go back to Glasgow because they ain't got enough fuel.
You only get one shot, so make it count. You might never get this moment again.
Okay. I'm going to be cutting that bit. Okay, so the plane's due in about 7 minutes. Gonna give myself a prime spot. To Glasgow.
That was cool.
That's going to be us in a day or two.
Hopefully, if the weather plays the game.
So we're about to do something that I've not really seen anyone else do, and that's actually walk on the beach where the planes land.
We're going to go find its tracks. Maybe like the plane landed here.
The weird thing is, since we actually know what this beach is for, this does feel a bit illegal.
Yeah.
But it's perfectly legal.
Someone's going to come and tell us off now. We're not illegal.
What are you talking about? It's like, yeah, extremely solid. It almost does feel like tarmac or concrete or something. You can see why this is actually a really good beach for landing a plane on.
We're on a runway. That's so cool.
Oh, find out, plane.
I almost believed you for like half a second, and I was like, no. What the These are train tracks. I mean, plane tracks.
I don't really get trains on the beach.
Plane tracks. This is where the plane landed, and this is where someone came with their horses.
Horses land here as well. Maybe it's a unicorn. I mean, the national animal of Scotland is the unicorn.
Well, there you
I
go.
think I've just discovered where unicorns come from.
See these little wormy things? They're like prawns. You can get a pump, and you pump, and then they'll shoot out the other side. Have you never done that before?
No,
So
never even heard of that before.
we used to do that to find little prawny things to use as bait to go fishing.
Plane. On the night before our departure, a massive storm hit the island, and we were worried that our plane might not be able to land and take us home. If it couldn't make it, our only other option was taking the ferry the following morning, which would mean we'd be delayed getting home by more than 2 days. Yeah, let's get to the airport. Just message the guy who owns the van just to let him know we're on our way.
Okay.
And so he said that wind isn't normally a problem for these planes, it's the low cloud.
Okay.
So it has cleared up a bit actually, so that's good. So maybe the flight will actually get to land.
That would be good.
I realise we've not been to the airport when the tide has been all the way in. Look, it's literally all the way in.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's going to have to recede a lot.
Well, the wind's blowing in the correct direction.
Yeah,
So,
it's blown the right way to get rid of it.
yeah. Okay. We're well early.
Well early. Jeez, this is windy too. No wind. So the sun started breaking through the cloud, which is, I think that's a good sign.
I think that's a good sign.
I reckon this is going to be the most turbulent flight we've had.
I think we'll be okay.
If it's flying.
So far, I think
It's on its way.
It's on its way.
It's half-hour delayed out of Glasgow, but
I mean,
it's
as I say, the
it's on
wind
its
doesn't
way.
normally. I remember once
Yeah.
a local MP putting a piece together in the local newspaper, whereby when it lands into the wind
Oh yeah.
because the wind slows it down.
Yeah.
But what the aeroplane decided wasn't a sensible thing to do was then turn to taxi back down the runway to turn again to take off into the wind.
Yeah.
Because when they turn it, if it gets under the wing,
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
flip it over. So in the end, they towed the aeroplane back down the runway so it could take hold it backwards down the runway so it could take off.
Just checking in.
And there we go, that's got boarding pass. And then that's easier to go.
So which gate do you go to? Sorry.
Get up in gate 2 today, gate 2. Yes.
We did say 12, it's not saying 12:30. Oh, that's alright. I'd rather be late than not leave at all.
Yes.
Yes, just follow them down. That's the pilot's log
always a good plan. Follow the plan.
Yeah, just stick with him. Stick with him.
Oh, it's windy. It's windy. Got used to this low ceiling thing. This is where the vlog was supposed to end, but we had quite a thrilling landing at Glasgow, so we're going to treat you with some footage of our skilled pilots bravely battling the wind. Thanks for watching and subscribing, and don't forget to hit that like button as well. Stay tuned for part 2 of our trip, and we hope to see you again soon for more adventures.